Let's look at how to record the screen in Camtasia 9. I'm not using a webcam for this video because I'm using the webcam in Camtasia 9 and I'm using another software to record the screen at the moment. Now, the first thing I always do is to make some notes, and you'll actually see my notes up here that I'm talking about now. I use sticky notes. So here you've got Microsoft sticky notes, and I just put this block at the top of the screen and then I record underneath it. So I'll record this part here and I'm just following these notes at the top. I do that to make it easier. I can just do one take and then edit afterwards. I've tried different ways like pausing or doing lots of different cuts and then joining them together afterwards, but I really find this is a better way. If I make a mistake, then I just stop and just do it again, and afterwards I can just edit and cut that part out. So I make tutorials for YouTube and I've tested different software, maybe 10 different ones, and I decided that Camtasia was the best one. I used to use free ones and I'm using it now, OBS, to record the screen, but it's got a lot of limitations and you can't edit in that. Then you have to use a different one called Shotcut to edit, but you just can't do that much with it. So I found that Camtasia is the best. So the first thing you have to do is open Camtasia. I've actually got it as a shortcut down here, but normally you would just go to Start and click on Camtasia. You've got some different options here, so you can click on New Project, New Recording, open a project that you've done already if you want to edit it or something, or you can click on one of these over here and edit those. Now, I normally click on New Recording, but I just want to show you first the Camtasia screen. So I'm going to click on New Project, and then this is the editing area, and then I'm going to click Record up here on the left. This initializes everything and you get this thing here, which is to set up the area and set up the webcam and also the microphone. So let's look at those in turn. You can select the area. So you can either do the full screen, which I don't normally do. You can do a custom one here. And if you click on this, then you get some different presets. You've got here, these ones are for YouTube, the top ones, either 1080, 720 or 480. I actually upload in 720, but I record using a custom size, and my custom size is this area here. I've got enough room to put my notes above it, and then I just have this area below, and then I'm not actually going on to this bar down the bottom here. So that's the area I record on, and I make whatever I'm recording the same size. So in this case, I'm recording the Chrome window, the browser. I'll make it just slightly bigger, just so roughly making them the same size, but just making sure that this recording area doesn't have any gaps on the outside. So if I wanted to record some other things, for example, I've got Photoshop here or Lightroom, then I would open those up and also make them this size. The next thing is the camera here, and you might want to do some adjustments. You can turn it on and off here. This is the webcam, and if you do the drop down, then you might have to choose which driver is correct. If you choose the wrong one, then you'll get something like this green screen here. So just make sure you've got the right driver, that you can see your face there. And if we go to options, then you might want to make it brighter or more contrast, and you can do that here, the properties. Click on this one and then you can make it brighter or darker. I'll just show you making it brighter. I made that really bright. Click OK, and you can see that it's too bright. So I'll go back again and just make that correct. It's about 55, I think, that I normally leave it at, maybe 60. So I'll leave that correct. And there are some other things there. You can also do these things here, the contrast, the color, saturation, sharpness, but I don't normally touch any of those. So that's got the webcam set up. I can edit afterwards to just cut out my face and remove some of this stuff. So I don't need to worry about that. I just check about my face. And it is good to get good lighting. I haven't bothered this time. Actually, my lights are off and I'm just next to a window because I'm not actually using the webcam. But normally I'll make sure the lighting looks good. You can check the different microphones here. I've set this on the actual inbuilt microphone because I'm using this microphone to record using this OBS studio that I'm recording on now. But normally I'll set it up to my microphone here. I like to use the headset microphone. You can also just make it louder and quieter there as well. So click OK. And you can also adjust those here, so the audio on and off, and you can decide which microphone you're going to use over here as well. And that's everything. You just need to set those things up. Normally, once you've done it once, you don't need to set it again. I do make a test recording every time because I've done it before where I recorded for 10 minutes or 15 minutes and forgotten something, like maybe my microphone wasn't plugged in or it was set on the wrong microphone. So I do check it every time. I just click on record here and make a quick test. I'm ready to record anyway now, so let's just record 20 seconds and I'll show you that afterward. There's clicking record. It gives you a countdown. And then I'm ready. So normally now I would just start again here, following my notes. I'm talking about recording on Camtasia 9. I haven't got a webcam, blah, 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 blah. That's how I normally do it. If I wanted to swap between some different scenes, then I would always have these set up first. So if I wanted to swap to something else, if I wanted to show you this, then I would have all these set up first, and then I just quickly click to the next one and I'd put them in order. Over here I would just then say I'm going over to Photoshop. I just click on Photoshop, and then when I've finished I want to go back, then I can just click on this to go back to Chrome. I just take it, as I said, in one go and then edit afterwards. I don't stop it or pause it or anything. You can use some shortcuts like the function buttons, and I think it's F10 or F12 to stop. But because I'm only just doing this in one go, I just click this button again and then click stop. And you get it straight away ready to edit. It comes on 2 tracks here. So you've got the top one here is my webcam and my microphone. And the bottom one here is the desktop and also the sound from the desktop. And I actually forgot to mention that. So I'm just going to click on record again. And I just show you the audio here. So if you click on the audio, you can either choose to record or don't record the system audio. And I always leave this on. So if there's any sound coming from the computer, then it records that as well. Let's go back. So I'm back on here, and that's it then. So you've got these tracks, they're ready to edit. I'll play it and just delete any parts I don't want, and I'll do a new video for that.